Hello, this is Cliff from Cliff Between the Lines. I've told several of you, first off, that I was going to be doing a very special video here in the next few days. This is not it. Please stay tuned. I'm working on the post-production of it right now. And so you will be seeing that video later. This is different. I've just returned to town after a few-day trip, and I want to share you what I did on that trip. It was pretty cool. I went to see Charlotte Martin and her husband Ken Andrews and his backup group First Wave Hello in concert, both in Washington D.C. and in New York City. And I want to give you an idea of what it was like, because she's got a few left on her schedule. You'll have links to this over here in the sidebar. And it was absolutely phenomenal. She is on the cusp of being discovered. For the last few years, I've been following her career. To begin with in the live music archive, and then there and over here on YouTube as well, where you could catch videos and concert clips from her. And her style, which has always been wonderful, and her songs, which have always been deep, have now matured. And so it is only a matter of time before the right person sits in the right room, and this young lady takes off as she so well deserves. My original idea here was to take some concert clips of these two nights and put them together, maybe with some album clips, and do something really fancy, because she so well deserves it for this. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought, well, that's going to take a couple of days, and in the meantime, she will have done some concerts, and possibly some of my listeners might have missed her. So I don't want that to be the case. This will be nice and simple, cut and dried. After I talk, you'll hear a little bit of music, and I'm going to point you to where you can find out the rest of her dates, get some tickets. The tickets are very reasonably priced. And if you can in any way go hear this young woman, go do it. When she takes the stage, she opens up with the song Angel, which is a cover she's doing. And it's like the energy you would get from a wild animal when she comes out and attacks her keyboard. She does the concert, her set anyway, only with her keyboards and a drummer. And don't for a moment think that that's not enough, because if there was anybody else up there, it would be overwhelmed with sound. You wouldn't be able to even process it. As it was in the Washington, D.C. venue, it almost overwhelmed their venue's speakers. And in New York City, they were able to handle it. But you'll see in some of the concert clips, when you look at them, that even then, the cell phones and the cameras that were attempting to record this, it was beyond even what they could do. There's a video over here from the Tempe, Arizona show, which kicked off her tour of that song, Angel. And about 2/3 of the way through the song, the equipment that was recording it just gives up the ghost, and you'll get just overload, because Charlotte is just so much. Through the whole thing, she stays that way. There's not a moment during her concert where she lets go and lets you drop. She picks you up and carries you through the whole concert. And the emotions run the gamut of everything she does. Her songs have a great deal of power. When she picks up somebody else's song and delivers it to you, it's with her unique mark on it. There was nothing that she did that wasn't better for her having handled it. She was preceded by Ken Andrews, who is now her husband, and I didn't know what to expect. I'd never heard Ken. I was extremely pleasantly surprised. Bought several of his albums the first night, and they entertained me all the way from D.C. to New York. And I highly recommend him as well. I'll be including links over here so that you can acquaint yourself with him if you're not familiar with him. When I got to New York, I happened to be in the middle of a whole bunch of people that were very familiar with Ken and had never heard of Charlotte, which surprised me. That was remedied in the concert, and they all fell in love with her as well. First Wave Hello, their opening band, very tight. They reminded me of some of the electronica type bands back in the 70s, but with a very updated rhythm and message. They had a lot of cool equipment and cool effects that they were using. I really liked it. It was real smooth, and they were just consummate musicians. They really, really are. So they came back up for the second set and backed up Ken, and then Charlotte and her drummer came up for the third set, and at the end, everybody joins back on the stage and does a few songs at the, to wind everything up. To give you an idea of what kind of person Charlotte is, at the conclusion of the concert in New York, she's doing the signing stuff at the end in the lobby, and I go up there to get something, and she recognizes me from the first night, comes running around the table and hugs me like 4 times because I had made the trip from one venue to the other. And that's the kind of big heart she has, and that's the kind of person Charlotte is. She really appreciates her fans. I have to say, this is one of the very best concerts I've attended in my life. When it's coming near you, grab a ticket, go hear it, because the next time around it's going to probably cost a whole lot more money. Don't miss this chance. She's well worth it. Go look at the concert clips over there, and particularly Angel. One just incredible one there. The In My Pocket one. This was in New York City, and she launched into this song, which is probably my very favorite Charlotte Martin tune. And right when the song was coming to an end, she launched into this jam that was just mind-boggling. And she was obviously just having a blast up there. And I'm thinking, this is the best version of this song I've ever heard. And here we are, and it's just this room full of people, and we're hearing this, and it's going to be just gone. And we're so treated for this, but in a way I was very sad because no one else is hearing this, because it's such art, and she's making it right here in front of us. And she's making it up as she's going along. And it was just wonderful. It was a wonderful moment. And then I get home, and I'm telling people about this. And I discover that there was someone 5 feet to my left who was taping the whole thing, and it's on YouTube. I put the link over there. I've communicated with the person. Several people I've emailed and asked permission to use clips from their concert video. Most of it I've decided to just link to the whole song over there. You guys are great, and I'll be back in touch. Anyway, Charlotte, thank you for a moment never to be equaled. At least to your next tour. So, I have to show off. This is the, so I can get the glare off of it. This is the concert poster, and I know you can't read it. It says, Never Say Never, the Never Say Never tour, and at the bottom, over here where I'm pointing, it says, to Cliff, all my love, Charlotte Martin. And Ken signed it next to it as well. And I thought that was just totally awesome. Anyway, here comes some music. Enjoy.
I am stretched on your grave, and I lie here forever. With your hands in mine, I'd be sure we'd not sever. My apple tree, my brightness, it's time we were together.